Hello. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Game is still loading. This is gonna be a good one today. We're going to the Mun. We're gonna take several more tourist contracts. Did I forget to? Oh, I put on normal latency. Oh well. How unfortunate. I've got chat pulled up. I kind of wish I had like a second monitor, but I only have a desktop, so you know, I just have my phone to work with. That's good enough for me. Oh, pardon me, I just woke up. Let me take a sip of coffee. Resume saved. Load up. And let's get right into it. Let's do a couple of contracts before we really get into it to let everybody show up to warm up my rusty little KSP fingers. That guy wants to orbit Kerbin. We can do that, right? We can recover that guy from orbit. Yeah. Can probably do those in the same rocket, huh? I bet we can do those in the same rocket. How about you? This will be where the pilot is. Cathmore. No, yeah. Hudnerd, why don't you get in there? And then this will be the part that all detaches. So we're gonna need a crew cabin. I'm gonna bring a heat shield this time so that we don't, you know, die. I would not want to kill another tourist. That guy just is the one that, yeah. Okay. Here's the capsule that'll bring everybody back. Now let's see. Yes, we are building a rocket. That's what it is. That's what we're doing, and therefore, and thusly, and henceworthy. Therefore, thus forth. No. What was the funny thing that I wanted to say? I don't know. Blah blah blah. Henceworthy. Therefore, thusly, and henceworthy, we need engines and fuel. That's good. Okay, good. We actually have like decent solid fuel engines, don't we? Oh, we had those last time. We need to get more science too. We need to do more Mun flybys, probably with electronics. How much electronics do we have? We do not. We only have the stupid probe. I remember the color language I was using. I think that's good enough for a simple little orbit rescue mission. How we feeling about that? Might want to put it here. And then um I should slap together a playlist for the during the space flights. No, I want the controllable wings, even though they're heavier and more expensive, I think. Yeah, they're only $100 more. How's their weight? 0.125 tons, 0.037. Yeah, that's a lot less heavy. We're gonna need some better equipment soon, huh? I don't need to save this ship. Now, Mr. Whatever your name was, we're gonna have to sit on the launch pad for like quite a while. Mr. Linony Kerman. We're gonna have to sit on the pad for quite a while waiting for that guy to come overhead. That's good. Oops, I did not mean to launch that quickly. Uh, 3, 2, 1, blast off. This is not very stable. Well, it is stable, but it's like too stable and it's fighting my controls. No, this way. I don't know that we have enough fuel to rendezvous. Definitely have enough fuel to orbit, though. Right? No, we have enough fuel to rendezvous. Since this is a little bit of a since this is a little bit of a weaker rocket, I think I want to burn in atmosphere. Actually, I want these to also intersect as much as they can. Are we in space? We're in space. Okay, I'm gonna want to get us real close to the target, and then I'm gonna want to burn retrograde. That's gonna get us in a similar orbit, isn't it? How close am I to the target as it stands now? That was close. I'm glad it does not let us. I'm glad it does not let us stage on the map because I clicked the staging button for sure. All right. Do a slight burn towards the target. We're now we're now very budgeted. We have to preserve fuel as much as we possibly can. Okay, that should be enough. His jetpack can do the rest of the work. Once we're like 0.5 kilometers away, that's good enough. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He should be about 0.5 kilometers away, right? Actually, I want to burn just a little bit more. How are we on electricity? We're okay. Okay, yeah, he can get out of here now. He can come right over. He's a scientist, Romney. Whoop, Romney. He can handle it now. He can handle the rest of the way. Man, I am on target. I didn't even need to use the targeting system. Okay, now we're gonna have to do some weird reorganization to get him actually in there. We're gonna have to put the pilot in the tourist seat or something, or no, what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to get the pilot on EVA, right? And the pilot can stay here. Rodney can get up in the ship and he can board the ship. Rodney can transfer crew. Don't drift too far. And now we can go to Hudnard. And then now Hudnard can get into the pilot seat. Was that touristy enough for you? Are you satisfied? Let's go back home. I should have aimed for the KSC. Oh well. I hope you like being dropped in the middle of some random field. Because that's what you're about to be. Maybe this is the first tourist contract where we don't kill everyone. Just maybe. I think we've learned our lesson, right? Right, right. Whoa, we're doing it. We're not killing everyone. Is that the desert? No, it's the grasslands. I get some cool science though. Decent. We survived for once. All right. Now that we've completed our tourist and our rescue contract and gained us a new astronaut, let's do something interesting, shall we? Give me a second. Can I take a ground sample yet? No, I need to like upgrade the science building or something, right? Right. Let's do something interesting now. Let's really get into it here, right? Let's start doing some of the title of the video. 3.5 science earned. Ooh, 4 million funds. Ooh, I would go broke if I upgraded that. Maybe we need to do a couple more contracts. The tourists are, that's a lot of money. Science data from space around the mun. That's actually what I was thinking of doing anyway. Oh, I've been forgetting to make them perform EVA science, haven't I? Okay, we're gonna have somebody do a flyby of the mun on a very cheap budget. Hold on. How much how much money were they offering for that? They're offering they gave us 15,000 and they're offering 37. So we gotta go under 15,300 if at all possible. Do we even need a drogue chute? Last time I asked that, the tourist died. So I'll say yes, it probably is a necessity, even though it's gonna cost what is that? 500 Kerbucks? And that's actually not too bad, but like, we're not exactly cutting costs on that. I guess we have to. Heat shield we do absolutely need. I know for a fact. Because we're doing lunar reentry. Munner reentry. And we want science data from space around the mun, right? I think that means goo, because we haven't done goo up there before. I think we've done the thermometer. I'll put 2 goos on. Those better not burn up. How much delta V does that give us? 2,000? Well, what if I did even a little bit more fuel? 2.8 thousand? I'll take it. I can get to the mun on that. And then the common swivel engine combo for a solid good enough. Actually, you know what? Uh, I want to name this one the horseshoe. What's the horseshoe? Jeb jab. Uh, I wanna name this one. What should I name it? Nah, I'm not gonna name this one. It's Mun Pass By. But the reason I wanted to do that was because I want to make the typical launch engine that I always use. The typical launch vehicle. Because I always launch using this thing. Almost exclusively. So now I can just, anytime I want to use it, I can just bring it in. Alright, perfect. Launch vehicle. Oh, no, wait, no, it isn't. Duh. Somebody forgot something. Alright, now open the Mun Pass By. Now watch this. If I take off this launch engine, I just slap on a decoupler, and then I take launch vehicle, merge, bam. Now we have the whole launch vehicle in a couple clicks. Although it does mess up the staging. It really messes up the staging. Dang. Okay, that and then the parachutes. This one and then this, right? And then this one, this. No, the other way around. This fires, decouple, engine, decouple, engine, decouple parachutes. Yep, that's all good. Mun pass by. I think we probably maybe have enough to get into the yeah. If we started in space, we'd have more than enough to get to the Mun and back. I think Cathmore has more experience than Hudnard, so Hudnard is the one that will go. Oh, and by the way, Hudnard, do you really need that parachute of yours when you could have some science equipment to work with? Right, right. You don't need a parachute. You have a parachute. It's on the rocket. You know, those things are expensive. Best to just stick with the rocket ones. Okay. Actually, this is a perfect launch window. How much did this rocket cost? I hope it cost under 15,000. I forgot to check. Wow, I'm so good at cutting corners, guys. I forgot to actually check how much the rocket cost and see if I could remove anything. Oh, watch out. I also forgot to check whether this rocket actually works very well. It takes some doing. But Hudnard is a skilled pilot, right? Surely this booster will send us into orbit. right? Okay, no, it won't, but it's close. I'm gonna wait till I get to apoapsis for peak efficiency, because the thrust to weight is pretty good. Yeah, 2. As long as that number is above 1, we're good. And it's at 2. Well, that's actually for Earth launches, for launches from Kerbin. So actually, we're even better. Okay, it's a little bit, it's getting a little iffy. Okay, no, yeah, we're good. I should destroy that. We can get to Mun flyby from here, right? Especially if we do a couple of gravity assists. Okay, we burn once we see the Mun come over the horizon. There we go. I want to pass pretty close to it so that we can get so that you can get low space science too. This is actually bringing back so many memories though. Don't want to impact. Okay, so we're gonna hit the Mun again, right? And then we can adjust our and then since we're gonna hit the Mun a second time, we can adjust our orbit to make it slow us down some more, since it's gonna be such an iffy return. With our 600 meters per second left of fuel. Actually, I want to spend 11 meters per second doing this. Get our orbit just a little bit closer. I'm gonna have to figure out how to maneuver back to where we hit them on again though. Lag. There we go. Okay, I think we are not going to be impacting the surface. Nope, yeah, we're all good. That's plenty of space. We're also going to be high in space over Kerbin so that we can do even more science. EVA report, no, it does nothing. Store experiments. Oh, we're doing a crew report too. Now we're going to do some EVA science, which I don't think we've ever done before. We're going to spin this thing, and then we're going to use physics to also spin. 50 science, that's actually brilliant. Crew report. Warp to periapsis. See, the Mun is slowing us down now, I think. Or it's like changing our trajectory anyway. Crew report. Oh, the crew report did nothing, so no. EVA report. Nope, we've been here. Ooh, that's we can even see that moving. EVA science. We're gonna compensate with our jetpack this time though and not spin out. 75. See if we can get above another biome. We're not gonna get another above another biome, are we? But we are going to observe the mystery goo and get even more science. Okay, so we have scientific data from around the mun too. Okay, how about what if we had a maneuver and we like that's actually really good. Gonna want to warp to the maneuver here. And then we're gonna do that maneuver. That's 9 meters per second and 1 mun assist. 9 meters per second plus some time will get us right into the atmosphere. Or right, right close to the atmosphere. Good enough. And then we can burn the rest of the way with our 600 meters per second left. Easily. Oh, we're gonna impact the mun, actually. Okay, how do we do this without impacting the mun, please? I want that to be pretty close to the surface, but not impacting, right? And that actually even is better. Okay, I'm gonna turn the actual thrust limiter way down. There we go. Now we're in atmosphere, right? We really don't need a lot of thrust right now. We're simultaneously in atmosphere. This is gonna be like, ooh, 8 days. 8 days in space. You know what? That's fine. Oops. We're going to impact the mun. Now we're going to impact Kerbin. Neither of those is very good. Do you know what? That is very good. Okay, now, but actually, in order to, um, interesting discovery, what do you mean? Abandoned island airfield. Oh, okay. Space around the mun, plant flag on the mun, and then contract complete. Science data from space around Kerbin, huh? And then we're gonna recover somebody, uh, on Kerbin from the mun. Track parameter. Okay, yeah. So while we're here, while that guy is going there, that's gonna be his final trajectory, pretty much. So while he's there, we are going to want to use that precious money to build a nice satellite. Let's see how our communications are. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna want this launch vehicle, right? And then I'm gonna want, instead of all that, oops. Yeah, instead of all that, I'm gonna want a probe. And then this probe will have all sorts of antennas on it. That and that. And we're gonna put it into a pretty high orbit around Curvin. And then I think we're gonna put one of these uh we're gonna put one of these around the mun too, so that people can communicate. Actually, I think we're gonna try to put it in a polar orbit around I'm gonna try and put it in a polar orbit around Kerbin in high space, or like pretty polar, so that most places we land on the mun will be covered by radio, right? Gonna want some batteries too. What should we call the communication satellites? I don't have straitjacket here, so I'm having very much trouble coming up with names myself. Hmm, I'm not muted, by the way, am I? Okay, yeah, I'm not muted. I just got worried all of a sudden. I can name it in space later. I can rename it at any point that I choose. Oh, yeah, there's no stability assist. So I'm going to have to assist the stability myself. I'm gonna want to turn with the rotation of the Earth of I'm gonna turn with the rotation of Kerbin. It's gonna be a retrograde polar orbit. Who cares? Good enough. A south polar orbit. Oh, that's not good. This is a non-starter. I'm just gonna put this away for now. We're gonna want to use all that extra good science to build a ComNet anyway. All that extra good science from around the mun, and that good money. That money, because we can if we can get a surface sample of the mun, that would be very ideal. In fact, oops. How do you get to the map again? There we go. Cannot believe I had to ask that. I've been playing KSP for years. Oh wait, are we actually gonna hit? Oh my gosh, it's gonna be on the second orbit, isn't it? Why would it show me that it's gonna hit if it's gonna hit on the second orbit? Now we're gonna be like 16 days or something, 19 days. You better not hit the surface. Thank you. Now that's a nice slowdown. Okay, so what we're gonna want to do here at Periapsis is burn as much as we can without using all of our fuel. So really watch that thing. Really watch it. See, we gotta burn until it's all the way almost gone, and we can burn the rest of it to actually dip into the atmosphere. 61 meters per second to actually dip into the atmosphere. I should have done, oh wait, we're gonna be high in space, aren't we? Okay, so what I'm gonna want to do actually is is high in space. Okay. I'm gonna actually want to do a little bit more science. And then once we're almost in atmosphere, I'm also gonna do some more science. He's very good at his job. Okay. Now that we're oh stop. Now that we're in low space, we're gonna do a little bit even more science. I think an EVA report would be good as well. Nope, above the water is not, but we already did that. We already did above grasslands too, I'm pretty sure. Okay, now that we're out of fuel. Are the parachutes armed? I can't tell. Yes, they are. Okay, we're gonna splash down at some random location. Actually, that's pretty near the KSC. Not terribly far. Oh no. I should have collected the data. All the mystery goo is gone. I should have collected that data. Dang. That's all of the science from the mystery goo down the drain. Well, at least now we know we can do that experiment again. I think probably we can do the barometer and thermometer as well, because that might have blown up last time too, but I can't remember. Didn't that blow up like on the way out the atmosphere, or was that a different mission? I think that was a different mission. I think that was like our first mission into orbit. Okay, so our rockets are getting a little bit more powerful than we can really handle. So it's a very good thing that we got all this science because we really need some better parts to send our bigger rockets into orbit. And it's a good thing we got all this money so that we can get more science, in fact. 229. We do not have enough to upgrade the research and development. Taking heavy rocketry, first of all, for sure. Fuel systems, maybe, although we only have a little bit to go, a little bit of things to go. Hmm. Advanced construction, fuel systems, flight control. Okay, definitely taking that, and we have enough to get one more of these. Heavy rocketry is the skipper fuel engine, and then now we have the fuel tanks for it. If oh no, I want that fuel tank though, for sure. Okay, I think we're gonna go for a landing, and it will be using this. Mm-hmm. Bet your bottom dollar. Okay, let's take some contracts. We want to rescue some people from orbit. Land upon the Mun. Okay, we have a lot of money. 23,000. We can do all of those in less than $23,000. Okay, yeah, we can do all those rescues for sure. And they gave us $58,000 to land on the Mun and 57,000 to okay, we have a budget of like 100,000 to land on the Mun now. Rescue from the orbit of the Mun? Hmm, that's hard to pass by. Okay, so we're pretty rich. I think we should rescue these people from orbit, and then we should use the money we get from that to upgrade the science building. Because then we can take surface samples, I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, let me see that. Let me confirm that. Is that an astronaut complex thing? Yeah, that is. And then resource transfer. So we can do bigger vessels that have transferring fuel between dock to vessels, right? So yeah, we have a budget of like okay, hold on. Again, let me do a little bit more research into seeing rescuing these people from orbit, right? Okay, they're all actually really far apart from each other, which is problematic. This is Ronmi's wreckage, which we already saved. So now we have to do Jennison, Tibber, and Alner. Better hope some of those are pilots. Okay, so we have three rescue ships to launch, and then all of them, oops, all of them have to be under around 23,000. So yeah, that's pretty easily doable. We're gonna want to build a generic rescue craft. And that should have the payload for this should be that and also a, the actual thing that they get rescued in. And then that thing I want to put several parachutes on because I don't want to take too many risks. I don't want to cut too many corners because I actually need the money this time. Like, kind of desperately. Guys, you should pay taxes so that the space program can get funded. For this part, I only kind of need this fuel tank. That's pretty good. And then, yeah, because that's theoretically that's going to be already in orbit. And then, and that's pretty good too, I think. And now, time to play with our fancy new engines, the kickbacks. Ooh, those are good. I think we can afford both monetary wise and delta V wise to have even more fuel on this bottom section here. And we have the flight control. This is our lucky day, guys. And it's all $15,000, which is well under budget. And we have that budget times three for each craft. So in total, we're going to be very under budget, which is very good. That's about right. Set him as target, Tibber. And let's be on our way, shall we? Oh, that's too much that way. Did I turn on auto strut? I did. Not for these. Too much. That was too powerful. We are much too high. If we have enough fuel, we can even pick up a different guy. Come on. We won't have enough fuel, definitely. But, Oh, actually, we might. We're gonna want to go target retrograde. We're not at a full orbit yet, but we're about to be. All right. Gonna wanna gonna waste a little bit of fuel here. By a little bit, I mean a lot. We're gonna dip ever so slightly into the atmosphere here, but that's okay because we kind of need to get below him, and he's not leaving us much wiggle room. We're gonna be fine though. We're gonna be fine. It won't slow us down because we're in the really thin part. We're no longer in atmosphere. See that? It didn't do very much. I like how the moment I decide to build our launch vehicle for real, it becomes immediately obsolete. Where's intersect 2? Okay, I'm just gonna keep wiggling basically until we get there. Going ever so slightly slower than him. This does waste fuel, but we have plenty of fuel to waste. Now the should be okay, we're gonna wait for that one. 25 minutes. He's gonna be rescued in like 30 minutes. That's nice. Then we're gonna actually just get him out of the ship. He can come over here himself. Okay, I think I'm gonna transfer you into here. And you can get yourself out of that vessel. He's an engineer. Like someone else I know. That's me. Come right in, step right up, right into the generic rescue craft. You've got this. I believe in you. Check out that. Isn't that pretty? We're almost there. Okay, now I'm gonna transfer you into here. I'm gonna transfer Cathmore into here. And then I'm gonna target a different vessel. We're gonna go. We're gonna slightly slow down. Or slightly speed up. so that we're in a faster orbit. We're going to want these two very closely intersect. That's very good, actually. Thank them for being in being trapped in a almost exactly the same orbit. Just 30 more minutes and I'll save you two. And then finally, I actually don't have room for that other guy. So he's just gonna have to suck it up for a while. I can get even more bang for my buck if I rescue two people at once, you know? Cutting the ultimate corner, making our triangle into a biangle, which is not a shape that exists. That's called a line, actually. Making a triangle into a line by cutting corners. Okay. Now it's time to go this way. Why didn't that work exactly? That's good enough. We still have 800 meters per second left to spare. Incredible. If I could rescue that other guy, I would. How did you get up here in a plane? Another engineer, no pilot? What a scam. Whoever told us to rescue these guys was scamming us. I should play Outer Wilds. Although I don't know, that'll be a lot of spoilers, and I also already know exactly what happens in the game, so maybe I shouldn't. I meant on stream. I already did play the game myself, and it was very good, and I highly recommend it. I'll just show off my awesome piloting skills. That's what I'll do. Okay. Now I'm gonna need you, Cathmore, to EVA so that you can let the other guy get in. And then I'm just gonna leave you in orbit. I'm kidding. And then I'd have to send another rescue craft. Alner, get in. And then I'm gonna have you transfer here. And then I'm gonna have you, Cathmore, get back in. And then we're gonna... Yep, we're gonna burn retrograde real quick. Actually, that's not a good idea. Wait until we get to the KSC. Oh, we actually are here. We're gonna burn until we're going pretty much directly down, right? Gonna get pretty close to the KSC because we have that much fuel. And we're not gonna be going too fast and our parachutes will not completely destroy themselves. Just in case though, I might want to face them upwards. That was a terrible idea. There we go. We probably need both of these parachutes. How close are we to the KSC? We're there it is. We're pretty close. We're pretty okay. We're within plane distance. Speaking of planes, I should do more of those. Let's see. How much money did we get? Money, money, money. We got a fair amount of money. Enough to upgrade that. That's fully upgraded? Really? We gotta get $1 million to upgrade that other thing. Okay, I'm gonna launch another generic rescue craft. I don't have any other pilots. How sad. And I'm going to rescue that one last guy. And then once I rescue that one last guy, then we can start and head to the moon. No, it's this guy, Jinsen. This time, since we have so much, so much delta V in this stage, I can immediately turn to almost like 45 degrees. I probably need more wings. Believe me, this will work. That's how insane this rocket is. Okay, prograde, please. That's actually really good. At 4 times time warp, yep. I'm not confident. Welcome to the stream, Castle Racing. It is good to have you. I mean, that rocket is pretty insane, so, it's not likely to fall apart, especially since I have auto strut on it. I've been playing this game for years. I know what I'm doing mostly. Although apparently I don't know how to apparently I don't know how to intersect a target. We're at what, 70 kilometers away from them. I'll warp here and oops. That was, yeah, it's pretty much manual. Is there an automatic way to do it? Honestly, this isn't my best work. I uh I think I I miscalculated how good my rocket is, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit. Ooh, check that out, 3.5 kilometers separation. Now that's okay. I take that back. This is one of my best works. Is there an automatic way to do it though? If there is, I'd like to know about it for sure. I haven't, oh man, I haven't even broken into my second stage yet. This stage is intended to just get me into orbit. This stage is the stage that I've just intended to get me into orbit, and we're already rendezvousing with just the power of this first stage here. Oh, mech jab. No, I have no idea how mods like that work, how to use mods like that. Yeah, I'm a fully manual kind of guy. I also know particularly well how to rendezvous in low Kerbin orbit because you know it's easier than anywhere else. I still have a contract for a guy I have to rescue from Mun orbit that I'm just kind of avoiding right now. Actually, this rocket could probably do it, honestly. This rocket right here, generic rescue vehicle, rescue craft. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Generic rescue craft could do it. Could get into this. Could do it on its own power. I don't know. Is that close enough to let the jetpack handle it? Yes, it is close enough. Looks easy a lot once you know how to do it. It is super easy. Ooh, nice. What have we got here? An engineer, not a pilot. Sucks. Oh well, you know, I get what I pay for, which is nothing. I get more money out of doing this. What's the range of the jetpack in LKO? It has a delta V of about 600 meters per second, I've heard. The range of the jetpack, like the range of transferring between crafts, it's like apparently up to 1.1 kilometers at least. It's whenever the craft loads in. Whenever you're first able to switch to it by clicking the bracket key. That's the range I have to be in order to transfer the crew between vessels. Oh, I don't even have to do all sorts of weird transfer shenanigans. I can just if I enter the craft, it'll automatically place them in the right place. Okay, we're gonna want to. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do, but it's good enough. I wanna. We're we did not use the whole budget for the fuel here. If I wanted to, if I really was feeling crazy, I could probably very carefully and with a very tight Delta V budget try to rescue that one guy from the Mun as well. But I'm not going to do that because I'm a little bit smarter than that. Okay, that's all the fuel I needed. I undershot. You know what? That's okay. I'm gonna splash down in the nearby ocean. I'm not really good at calculating where I'm gonna land on the surface, as you might be able to tell. So we're gonna be a couple of kilometers off. No biggie. The important thing is that we rescued the person with almost a third of the budget. I do have a solid multi-crew slash rescue launch thing. Now that we have a lot of money, things are upgraded, and other such stuff. Oh, I haven't done surface samples of like anywhere yet. I should do that because I just upgraded the science facility for the surface sample capacity. It is time to start, excuse me, doing some more science. And uh-huh, uh-huh. And okay, we're gonna take a surface sample of the ocean right here, and then build a Minecraft. Ooh, since 2015, nice. I don't remember when I started playing. It was a couple years back. Yeah, R&D building. Oh, I forgot the surface sample. I wasn't paying attention. Oops. Hold on, let me. Oh, we have $3 gazillion now, so that's pretty good. Not enough to actually do anything fun, but enough to subsist on. Okay, I'm gonna. Oops, I didn't mean to save that. What I meant to do is stop that. What I meant to do is put a scientist in here. Let's get Bob. Jeb and Val both had unfortunate accidents last stream where yeah, I get bored easily and also I'm streaming so I have to keep a certain pace, you know. Yeah, I have to keep a certain amount of pacing for streams. Uh so Jeb and Val might have had some unfortunate accidents last stream where I failed every single tourist contract I took in a blazing fireball. As you might be able to see in the archives, bring two tourists on a high G adventure. They blew up. Ferry tourists safely to their destination and back. The parachutes didn't deploy. And Jeb and Val both died on those two missions. So, you know, what can you do? Okay, now that we're all caught up and all of our, actually, let me see. I gotta see if there's more contracts I can take that involve going and landing on the Mun. More rescue from orbit. Their orbit is going to be probably a lot bigger since it's a 2 star. Orbit of the Mun. It's all tourists and it's all rescue people from orbit. None of which I really want to do right now. So, time to explore the Mun. We're going to attempt a Mun landing. We're going to we're going to land on the Mun. We're going to walk on the surface of the Mun. We're going to plant a flag on the Mun. And all of that, we're going to do it very under budget. So that's going to be 57 that's going to be like we have a budget of like over $100,000 and we don't need all that budget. We can cut all the corners we desire. Okay, so we're gonna first need a module that can both get back to Kerbin, right? Uh-huh. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's our capsule. This is our entire payload. We're gonna send one Kerbal up there. It's gonna be Cathmore. This is the entire thing that will return to the surface of Kerbin. All great. Now, this is going to also land on the Mun, so we're going to need something to get all the way down there and all the way back up. So I'm going to take, I don't know, this fuel tank maybe. Our little dinky little landing legs. That's good enough. Start retracted. Engines, let's put a little spark engine on, see how that does. The Mun. 1483. You think that's enough? I think that's enough. And 4 thrust to weight ratio? I don't think that's... No, I think that's enough. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's enough. Okay. Sorry. Second thing, we're gonna need something to actually... A little dinky, huh? You know what? I don't care. It's aerodynamic. We're cutting corners, as the stream title suggests. Okay. So we're gonna take this thing and we're gonna put an engine on it, right? Yeah, I think 1483 is more than enough to slow us down for landing and also get back up. That is more than enough to get us to the Mun. Like, as in, like, maybe a little even too much. Yeah. Yeah, that should be able to return to Kerbin. Okay, that should get us to the Mun, but, like, it's even too much to get us to the Mun. That's gonna be a lot of money, you know? Um, because this craft is pretty light. That should definitely get us to the Mun and get it and have us enough Delta V to slow down, right? So now we're gonna have even one more section, and that'll be this one. And this one will have a swivel engine on it, which as we definitely saw from earlier, the swivel engine is well over this is well over enough to get into orbit, right? And then we're gonna have our final little kickback engines, which will be well over enough to get us into orbit as well. Oops. Aerodynamics. And finally, the wings. It's probably enough, yeah. They're also cheaper, I think. Okay. Actually, I want to use a little bit more of an expendable pilot than Cathmore. Because this is looking, slightly dangerous. Hudnerd, you're going on a mission. Okay. He doesn't need his parachute. He does need a jetpack. And he does need that science equipment. Speaking of science equipment, let's put this stuff here where it can't cause too much trouble. And then he can take it out of the thing and then put it into the... I'll take 2 of them just in case some of them blow up. From orbit to return. We have about 1500, right? Yeah. I accidentally made 4 of those. We have 2 of them. That's good enough. Let me think. We need probably about a little over 600 actually to get into orbit, which we will have. And then, because I've definitely gone down to the surface of the Mun with around 2,000 meters per second to spare, and then I was able to get back to Kerbin in with plenty of budget, and that was 2,000 Delta V from the surface. So 1500 delta V from the surface doesn't seem too far outside the realm of possibility. And if things go awry, we won't need an extremely good we won't need an extremely good. Now, 1500 from Mun orbit to return is a little bit excessive. It's absolutely a little bit excessive. I've done it way less. I think we're all good on that regard, on that front. What from Kerbin orbit to return? From Kerbin orbit to the Mun, I mean, I've oh, you know what you need 15,000 for? 1500 for? You need 1500 to get from low Mun orbit to low Kerbin orbit, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to skip the low Kerbin orbit part and just aero brake. So I don't need 1500 delta V for that. That's what you're. I know what delta V map you're looking at actually. Now that I think about it, you're looking at the one that. Yeah, I know you're. I know the one you mean. Oh, 1500 for Mun orbit land ascend return. That's okay. Yeah, then I have well over enough. Oh no, Noita 2. There we go. Noita 2. That's the one we have, right? Yeah, we have Noita 1 and then Noita 2. And we if Hudner dies on this expedition, we can just say it was a test run and sacrificed his life in the name of science. So we're all good. We have all the delta V required, and it's all up to whether or not there is human error. Perfect time to launch. You're all good. Perfect time to launch. The Mun is. Oops, I forgot to change the color. Yeah, look at that. 4 times time warp is plenty. I mean, we don't fall apart. We're all good here. The air is pushing on us a little bit. Auto strut. It's really powerful. Yes, I know the orbit looks weird. Don't judge him. We're burning straight away because I'm overconfident, and this we're not gonna mess up, I'm sure. Actually, we're using a lot of delta V. I did not do this efficiently. I really did not do that very efficiently. The Mun is definitely what? Okay, hold on. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do this better. I'm gonna do it better. I rushed maybe a little bit. I got a little bit excited. It happens to everyone. And I'm gonna burn more at like 45 degrees, I think, because it'll make it even more efficient. And we have definitely enough delta V to do that. I'm gonna keep these wings on. Yeah, check that out. That's perfect. Ooh. I burn when it just comes over the horizon, usually. But my mistake there was that I just instead of doing that, I just kept burning. I didn't. I burned too early. Yes, I even time warp when things are 50 seconds away. I cannot wait 50 seconds. Okay, this should get us into orbit, right? More than. Perfect. Now, oh, it's over the horizon. We keep burning. And this time we're going straight this way, so it's going to be even better. Yeah, now that's good. Now that's something. We're going to hit the moon. Not hit it, hopefully. Actually, yes, hit it, but gently. We're going to want that to be that's very good. I think 28 kilometers off the surface should be pretty good, right? Right? I mean, not 28 kilometers. Yeah, you're right. 30, I am right. 36 kilometers. There's no mountains that are 36 kilometers high on the Mun. Did we do did we do the thermometer and stuff here yet? I know we did the EVA science. Oh yeah, no, they burned up last time. Go lower? Yeah, hopefully. I'm gonna hit the moon. The Mun. No, take data. Too far to take that data. Take that data. Store data. Board, please. Board. There we go. Welcome to the stream, SWAT BDAIM. I think 36 is plenty, to be honest. He is orbiting lower than me, actually. So yeah, I know we're good because he hasn't crashed yet. I don't have any comnet. That's okay though because I don't really need it. Hudnard is a well-trained pilot. Right. I'm gonna land on the day side somewhere. I'm gonna land in this crater, maybe. I don't know. It's only the first landing. We're gonna land on the Mun, walk on the surface of the Mun, and then plant a flag, and then all of our contracts will be complete. Yeah, he's got this. He doesn't need to talk to people. He doesn't need to talk to mission control. Honestly, at this point, I can probably land on this engine, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna land next to that crater. Actually, I think, or no, I'll land somewhere, and then I'll call that good enough. I don't want to land there, though. I don't want to land on a cliff. I'll land here. Bam. Okay, no, I definitely won't be able to land on just that engine. But that's okay, because we have a different engine to land on. Gonna want to land like at I don't know, 10 meters per second or lower. I don't know how much how much of a beating these legs can handle. Slower, slower. I mean faster. A little bit slower than that. We've got this. I want to find a good equilibrium. My sentiment is we're gonna use all this fuel anyway, so might as well do it. Actually, this is gonna be iffy in terms of getting back. True. Now I'm 200 meters above the surface, and I do need to go that slow. This is going to be quite iffy in terms of getting back. That's why we chose an expendable pilot. There we go. We have, in fact, landed on the Mun. Hudnard, you're making history. Why is it laggy? I bet it's all the scatter, isn't it? Boing. Take surface sample. Plant flag for our other contract. Let's go. EVA report. And all that other science that we have. I forgot to do it before I left the ship so that he could take it out. So I'm gonna have to leave the ship again. 800 meters per second to get all the way to the Kerbin. We do not have time or energy to go. Well, we have time, but we don't have the Delta V to go biome hopping. Okay. Oh yeah, good idea. I'll quick save. I should have quick saved down there, but oh well. There we go. Quick saving. With that quick save, I can manage to land back on the surface if something were to go awry. Oh no, that's not efficient. We don't have enough to go back to Kerbin. I have just noticed. We have probably enough to get into orbit, and now we have 2 crafts to rescue from orbit. Which we do have that rescue vehicle that can probably do so. Quite possibly, in fact. I think our rescue vehicle can probably rescue, in fact, both of these crafts. Okay, quick. I'm going to quick save again. Quick question. Is it possible to perhaps... I'm going to warp... let me see. I'm going to... How much does 200 meters per second get us? That's why I quick saved. Okay. So 200 meters per second does get us out of Mun orbit, at least. Hold F9. But we did that kind of goofy. So we didn't do that exactly. It does smell like a Mun rescue mission. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No, I want to go prograde, right? I want to see... I can do that at least. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. I want to see. I do have maneuver nodes. Oh yeah, psh, we could be using those. Duh. Okay. Okay, there's a chance. There's a chance. So you see this... The Mun encounter, right? I have 8 meters per second. Nope, that's the wrong way. That'll crash us. That's a 2 meter per second burn. So I have 6 meters per second, roughly. Wrong way. That's 200 meters per second. That's not going to work. Okay, so here's the deal. We go this way, and then from there we end up here, and then we're gonna want to mun encounter, but that will kill us because it's gonna hit us on the ground, right? We're smacking into the ground there. That is going to actually speed us up. So what I want to do instead is not that. And also we don't have that much fuel. Shoot you on high orbit of Kerbin. I don't have enough fuel to burn retrograde though. To even escape the Mun, I need 200 meters per second. So I definitely don't have enough fuel to go into really high Kerbin orbit, right? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to plan a nice gravity assist. What happens if I burn here? How many meters per second do I have left? 8, 5. Yeah, because now if I go all the way that high and then do 5 meters per second, this is where I end up. What if I do yet another gravity assist from here? $72 years? Yo, what's up, Straight Jacket? Okay, I could wait 72 years for him to come back. I could do a gravity assist that has him come back in 72 years. That would work, I think. Okay, Straight Jacket, here's the situation. We just landed on the Mun, and we have 200 meters per second of delta V left. So there's like not a chance in the entire universe we're getting out of this situation, right? Let me destroy. Let me destroy all my maneuver nodes real quick. There's not a chance in the universe that we're coming back from this. So basically, I'm trying to carefully, instead of planning a rescue mission like I should, I'm trying to carefully plan out gravity assists that'll do my bidding. So I need to use 200 meters per second out of my 208, right? Just to get out of Kerbin. Actually, let's out of the Mun. Let's see how little I can work with. What's the absolute minimum requirement? Every single 0.1 meter per second count. Okay, so we escape here. And what if it won't do anything? That's too much. Okay. So, if I perhaps go a little bit further, if I use just a couple more meters per second, right? Then I want a gravity assist again, please. Okay, So what I want to do is I want to have the escape in for the I want to have the escape over here. 98.3, and then we'll have 8 meters per second, 10 meters per second left. That's too much. Just looking at my options here. That's also too much, but it kind of helps maybe. It doesn't help at all, actually. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I could doing a rescue mission at this point would be like throwing in the towel. That would make us escape Kerbin. — 202. Not a chance. We'll enter the Mun again? No. I I'm throwing in the towel. I'm going to do a rescue mission. There's just nothing I can do. I can almost do something. That is true. We will retrieve his corpse and research. Actually, hopefully, we'll retrieve his body, honestly. Look at how rich we are though. Look at how much money we have. We can even use the generic rescue craft. Cathmore, go save this dude. Okay, if everything goes well too, we can also rescue that other guy who's in orbit of the Mun. That's assuming all goes well, which it won't. What am I saying? I believe in us. The stakes are high, Cathmore. If you get stranded or dead too, well, we're gonna have to hire some new people again. Another guy? Huh? We hired this guy. We hired Cathmore last time. We're not high enough. We're high enough. That's debris. I should clean that up later. We were using we hired two pilots last time, I do believe. Pathmore and what's his name? And what's his name is currently stuck in orbit of the Mun. So because he was the expendable pilot, so I sent him instead of Cathmore. Oh, you mean the other guy in orbit of the Mun? Yeah, that's a contract. Yeah, that's a contract. Remember all the contracts where I rescued a bunch of people, like this guy, and whatever else? Well, there's a Mount Marbury. Marbury is the other guy. He was stranded by another space program. So yeah, we're not the only ones to strand our guys. But we are going to be the only ones to rescue them. We're going to be the first to rescue our guys and also that other person's guys. We're going to kidnap them and indoctrinate them into our own space program. Hopefully, they're something good like a pilot. If they're an engineer or a scientist, it's good enough. Wait until that comes over the horizon. There we go. And then just burn straight prograde. We have more than enough fuel to at least rescue that guy. Our own guy, I mean. Okay. Noita 2 is our target. Ooh. Inclination changes are not fun. We're gonna have to do an inclination change. Oh well. What's the periapsis? 10? I'll go like 20. I'll capture into the orbit real quick. Yeah. They're not fun though. They take a lot of fuel and they're expensive and they take a long time, etc. I was hoping I could do it I was hoping I could do it before actually entering the Mun's orbit, but I guess not. Hmm, sad. I'm gonna want to actually go closer to periapsis. It's most efficient to do the inclination changes at apoapsis though, and the higher up, the better. Yeah, me too. That's pretty good. At least it only takes 100. You know, could be a lot worse. Could be worse. Could be worse. I should wait and do this maneuver properly. Burn time 5 seconds. So I'm gonna need to wait until it's 2.5 seconds till. Oh, that's too late. Oh well. We're pretty darn close to the correct orbit now. Actually, we're gonna need to go even a little more. That's 0.3 degrees off. That's okay. Are we orbiting in the same in the same direction? I sure hope we are. Okay, good, we are. All right, see you later, Castle Racing, and thank you. Are they boned? That is a good question. Ooh, that's too far, too close. They are decidedly, yeah, true. They are decidedly not owned. I pronounce them capable of being saved. Okay, that's pushing it. We're gonna have to come from above them, hopefully, because not dead yet, not dead yet. Theoretically, we're gonna have to come from above them though, because we can't really go below because we're, pretty darn close to the mun. Ooh, why are we? No, no, no. We're gonna hit the mun. We're gonna hit the mun. How come? Okay, we're gonna hit really close to the mun. We're gonna get like we're gonna almost touch it. We're gonna almost touch it, but we're gonna get really close as a consequence. We're gonna get really close to them as a consequence. So I think is check that out. Whee! We can't even time warp because we're like 4 kilometers. We're 600 meters from hitting the mun, and we're gonna be even closer there. Okay, no, that's too close. Too close for comfort. Okay, that we have avoided it. Ooh, 500 meters from the mun. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, we're good. We're safe. Now we're going up. We are safe. 675 meters per second is pretty decent. Less than that because we're gonna burn. 530, we can get back on that. As long as we have more delta V than this place, than this one. Okay, 1 kilometer is good enough. I do not have any RCS at all. I have to do this entirely RCS-less. Okay, Hudnerd. I didn't forget your name, and you also have to jetpack over to this... Where is it? Jetpack over, Hudnerd. Hudnerd, where is it? Uh, take data, take data. No, take the data, please. That's like the most important part, besides you. There we go. Rescue mission. I left this guy stranded in orbit of the Mun. It would have taken him 72 years to perform a successful maneuver. There it is. And even then, that maneuver would not be actually that successful. So we're doing a rescue mission, and hopefully we're also completing a contract while doing the rescue while doing the rescue mission. This guy's the most, this guy's the most important for sure. But if we can, I want to save the other guy too. It is going well. We have enough to get back to Kerbin so far. We have enough Delta V to get back to Kerbin so far. The other rescue mission might put us a little bit behind budget. As long as we have, you know, a pretty good amount of Delta V, we're all good. This isn't our target anymore. This is our target. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to burn just a little bit prograde, right? Until one of these intersections... do you know what? Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Who am I kidding? Of course it's a good idea. We're going to want to orbit a couple times. Once more. 200-kilometer intersect. No, it'll be better next time. Ooh, actually, that's not good. We have no periapsis anymore. Let's see. Let's do a couple more orbits and see if perhaps. Ooh, we get a really good intersect right there. We have a real good intersect. I'm so good at this game. I am unbelievably good at this game. 4-kilometer intersect and a tight budget, but plenty to spare. I'm locked in. That's actually not as good as I thought it would be. 1.9 kilometers. That one's 14 kilometers, so no. No, 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 go there. Go retrograde. Please burn retrograde relative to this target. Is 1.8 kilometers enough to do it? It's out of electricity. It's enough. Okay, it's enough. We are unfortunately out of electricity, so our SAS will be a little bit manual. We're in such a tight orbit that our intersects are really weird. Ooh, there it is, there it is. Get in, get in, get in. I really hope we do not have to do a rescue mission. Rescue, rescue mission. Rescue, rescue mission. Rescue mission. Rescue mission, rescue mission. I really hope we do not have to do that. Okay. Quick save. $100 meters per second. And breaching the atmosphere, that's 280 meters per second. How much do we have left? Not enough. Okay, what if we did it for here instead? $200 meters per second. 230 meters per second. Okay, 239.460. Give me a second. I am going to need a calculator for this because I'm bad at math and also I really want to get this accurate. 239.46 plus 65.25 equals 304, and we have several tens of meters per second to spare. We're very good. Burn time is 13 seconds, so we're gonna wait until that's half that. Half of 13 is like, I don't know, 6. That's pretty darn good. 126 meters per second to spare. The next maneuver is 76. 67 meters per second, actually. Okay. Locked in. We have got this in the bag. I don't even need to follow the maneuver anymore. All I need to know is we are good. Oop, our periapsis is actually too low now. Let's actually burn slightly prograde to make our periapsis slightly higher so that we're in a thinner part of the atmosphere, you see. And once we're in a thinner part of the atmosphere, it'll not too thin because that won't slow us down enough, but not too thick because I don't want to blow up. 58 is okay. Do you know what? Let's go even a little bit lower than 58. Let's go to about 50 on the dot. Oh, we were about that in the first place. Let's go to 55. I don't know. I want to slow us down gently. We're gonna have to slowly come down from it. Slowly circle carbon a couple times, you know? 51. That's pretty good. Not Space Center. Circle carbon a couple times. No, 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 no. Flip around. Flip around, flip around, flip around. Flip around. Please catch on the heat shield. We're not dead. Unbelievably, we're not dead. Not yet. Come around a second time. I'm quick saving. Okay, now we're facing the right direction. No, please. Okay, we seem to be pretty shielded. And our apoapsis is falling. I'm so glad I didn't go any lower than this. Okay, I'm gonna wait until we spin back around to face the right direction again. And then I'm gonna time warp and stop our rotation. I wish we were more stable. Good enough. These are armed, right? No. Oh. Spin, 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 stabilize. No! It's too pointy. It's too aerodynamic. They're gonna blow up. There's no shot they survive. Not a chance in the universe. Right? Once they hit the thick part of the atmosphere, they're not surviving. They're like a dart. The heat shield isn't stabilizing them well enough. Did I give all of them parachutes? I didn't give Hudnerd a parachute. If the ship blows up and I manage to let one of them escape, or even two of them escape, Hudnerd is not going to escape because he has no parachute. Cathmore, you're gonna do something very important for all of us, okay? You got it? Line yourself up real well and bump into that. Thank you. Cathmore, you're probably saved Hudnerd's life. And probably your own too. Oh no. Never mind. Cathmore, you're useless. We just have to hope they're shallow enough that they don't blow up. And we're just gonna have to keep doing this over and over again. I'm putting that in the. I'm gonna make a YouTube short out of that. I've started to have at least one short per stream is my rule. One shortable moment per stream, and that is it. Cathmore, you're useless. That's really good. Let's go. Okay. I'm holding out hope, you know? I have hope for these guys. I have hope for this crew of three-ish. We haven't had a single death this stream so far. Not one death. Can we keep up that record? No. But we can try. That's the thing. We can try. We can as long as we try, it's worth something, right? I'm saying this entirely for PR. I have no hope. They're not slowing down as much as they used to be, which kind of sucks. Okay, maybe that will help. You know what I think it is? We don't have an engineer. I think the heat shield might be clipped into this thing a little bit. Well, the ablator is certainly being used, so maybe not. Oh no. It's just too it's just wants to go into the dart configuration. And the heat shield isn't helping. Ooh, look at that. The heat shield is helping. And when the heat shield does that, it slows down a lot more. It really slams into the atmosphere with it really slams into the atmosphere with the when it's flat like that. Okay, if we can just do that a couple more times, and especially on the part where we land, then that'll be really good. You know? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. No electricity, so it can't spin itself. No, that one's not happening. I don't want to cut through, I want to slam in. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cut through the atmosphere like a dart, I want to slam into it like a brick. A brick that's very heat resistant. And that is simply, for some reason, not happening. Cathmore, you want to get out of the ship again? Or not? Oh, I stopped us too early. No, that one's not going to work. I don't think. We're going to be here a while. Still at 1,000,000 meters up. Hmm. Everybody hold your breath, it'll help. Can they just like either die or be saved sooner? It's really taking a lot of energy to slow down, huh? Cathmore. I have a job for you, Cathmore. You're gonna get out, and you're literally straight up going to push the ship. You're gonna get out, and you're going to manually push the center masses around here. Oh, that's not where I want to go. You're gonna straight up make the ship slower. You're gonna straight up slow it down. I'm gonna quick save again. It's gonna straight up manually slow it down for a little bit. It'll help a little. Do it on apoapsis. But I don't want to get too. No, I don't want to do that because what I want to do is I'm lowering my apoapsis right now. I want to lower my apoapsis. I don't want to go deep. I don't want to go deeper into the atmosphere just yet because I'm worried that I will blow up if I go any deeper. Because I'm pretty close to the point of blowing up now. I don't want to dip deeper into the atmosphere and risk them blowing up. What I want to do is I want to lower my apoapsis so that we have less energy going into the atmosphere. That's what the point of aerobraking is. So I'm doing the same thing as I'm doing while aerobraking, except I'm just doing it on the outside of the ship. This useless slump is doing something. I did. I already did save. Now, is it enough is the question. It didn't do much. Okay, that pretty much doesn't do anything. It is notable that we technically have infinite fuel if they keep doing that because they have 600 meters per second of jetpack fuel, right? But if we keep going into the command pod and back out of it, they'll keep refilling, even though there's nothing in the command, even though it doesn't take any mass from the command pod or anything, any fuel from that. It doesn't like consume monopropellant. So I should have removed the monopropellant to give us a little bit of extra kick because we don't use it. We're below 1 million meters. Cathmore, get out of the ship again. Yes, we're in atmosphere. No, I didn't ask what you thought of the whole ordeal. Ooh, actually, you're overheating. Someone should do a challenge out of the infinite delta V thing. Absolutely. Maybe I'll make a video about it. It would be kind of fun. Imagine if astronauts had to do this in real life. That would be pretty funny. Just get out of the ship and push it. Okay, there's nothing I can do in that regard. We've dipped to. Well, they actually. Cathmore did a lot there, to be honest. Not, enough, but a lot. We might dip into the lower parts of the atmosphere now, and that might make us blow up. Um, Everybody hold your breath. If the parachutes blow up, Cathmore and Marbury can be saved. Oh, actually, Hundred actually has a backpack, has a parachute. Oh, but that means he didn't do EVA science on the moon. Oh well, I'll do it next time. With a better ship that can get back from the mun. Okay, we're really getting pretty low now. Cathmore, I'm not gonna have you push the ship again. That was boring and it sucked. And it didn't do anything. Maybe I'll have her push us slightly more into the atmosphere though. Because we're not blowing up yet. Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys, we don't actually give you parachutes because that's expensive and parachutes save. I mean, kill more lives than they save. Uh is that enough? I can't see my apoapsis, my periapsis. That useless slump did not do something. Where we are changing the trajectory by zero point 0.1 meters per second. Okay, 46. Let's see how close that gets us to blowing up. Cathmore, stop having a joyride and get back in the ship. I should fire you. You didn't even land on the mun. That was 100. Without you, 100 would be peacefully floating on the mun right now instead of heading to his death. If it blows up, I want to watch. I don't want to be looking at the map. I can look at my apoapsis from here, which is actually going down pretty fast. I wish we were not darting through the atmosphere, though. That's pretty good. We're gonna be here a while. I wish we had more electricity. We also have all the data from the mun, don't we? Or is it in here? Review stored data, temperature scan, all sorts of stuff. We can't afford to lose all that. Ugh. I could have gotten rid of the heat shield. Since it's not really doing much, I guess. However, welcome to the stream, Heather. However, I hope it can do much soon. No, we're coming in sideways. I think, yeah, we're gonna blow up, and the heat shield is kind of helping, so, I'm gonna leave it on. For now, it's kind of helping. Ooh, that capsule's getting pretty red. Actually, we're not even that close to blowing up, honestly. Since we're so not close to blowing up, I'm gonna lower our periapsis a little more. Cathmore, get out the ship in a second. It's been 12 days that they've been on this rescue mission. What's that? Debris from another rescue craft? Cathmore, I'm gonna have you head out the ship again, and then you're gonna lower the periapsis just a little bit more. It would be nice. It would be much more like the starship if I had a heat shield that, sacrifice. Oh wait, we don't even have any fuel to sacrifice. I guess I could sacrifice monopropellant for cooling, if only that actually worked, which it doesn't in KSP. But if it did, I would do that. The starship does have a heat shield. It's just not on the back. It's on the side. And it sweats. It sweats fuel, which is cool, I guess. That is true. You do not need the heat shield if you are the heat shield. How low is our periapsis? 44. See how low we can go without dying, without blowing up. 43. 2 kilometers lower than we were before. And push it this way. Athmore, stop horsing around. Cathmore, get in the ship. I want it to stop rotating around here, so now we can face the back, hopefully. No, stop rotating. It's not enough. We're coming in sideways again. Or maybe it might. No, it's not enough. 41. We're boned. Ooh, is it enough? It's enough! We're heat shielding! Okay, another heat shield pass will be really good for us. It's gonna lower our stuff really well, and it's also going to prevent us from dying. Maybe this is even the last one. Hooray, this is the last pass. Hooray, this is the pass we win. Oh, it's the pass. We're landing. For better or worse, we are landing. We are entirely in atmosphere. How sick would it be if we landed in the KSC? We're not, but we're landing pretty near it. We survived. Hopefully, are the parachutes armed? I'm gonna kill myself if the parachutes aren't armed. There we go. They're armed. I'm gonna have this one deploy really high up. There's the KSC. No, that's not the KSC. The KSC is over here. There's the desert. Passing it by. The parachutes have deployed. And we are safely splashing down from the Mun. From the rescue mission, but let's pretend like it's the mission that actually landed. Let's pretend like we did everything correctly on the first try. This mission has been a stunning success. And not only have we rescued our own, but we rescued some other space agency's dude. And we did it with zero budget remaining. We are officially millionaires. All of our contracts are complete. Minmus. We are setting our eyes even higher on Minmus. Or you want to do more tourists. Orbit around Kerbin. Save from orbit of Kerbin. Maybe. They want to land on the Mun? No. We're not putting tourists on the Mun. But I'm doing whatever other one I took. These tourists and then Minmus. Minmus is much easier to get to. And it's also easy to come back from. So we can use the lander that was supposed to be on the Mun. We can use that for Minmus instead. Okay, now we have science to do. We have things to research. Monopropellant. You know what I want to do? I want to get to this thing, the mobile processing lab. Easy. Okay, we have enough to do one more, which I think I'm gonna put into aerodynamics because I want, or no, I'm gonna put it into electrics, I think. Tourist money would not hurt, yeah. However, I'm not putting them on the moon. You know, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? Okay, how much money did we they want to orbit Kerbin with they didn't give us any advance money. Cheapskates. Okay. I'm taking them up in the generic rescue craft. I took electric, don't worry. Now we have solar panels so a repeat of that a repeat of the previous cannot hurt us anymore. Okay. After this, we're gonna hit a huge milestone in the in our in our space agency. We're gonna hit a huge milestone. Got it? We're gonna send a space station into orbit for permanent habitation. I'm gonna send. They would just want to go to orbit, right? Yeah. Fun fact: every time you jump, you are technically in suborbital spaceflight. In this game, suborbital is defined as breaking the atmosphere, but in real life it's defined as like, you know, not orbital, but flying. Just a nice simple trip up into orbit. What can go wrong? Hmm? Am I right or am I right? And hopefully the heat shield works properly this time. I'm not changing a single thing about the craft. I'm just hoping it works. Oh, well, now we know this is not rated for lunar re-entry, for lunar re-entry. Literally nothing can go wrong. This is, in fact, child's play. We've done this millions of times. Just orbit. Yeah, look, we're in orbit now. And look at how much, oops. Look at how much fuel we have left. Who's in this? Cathmore. Cathmore isn't expendable. Oh, okay, I was wrong. You're right. Suborbital spaceflight is in fact, uh, does in fact have to breach the atmosphere. I'm gonna even just lose that part. Don't even need that part of this ship. We have plenty of electricity. But honestly, truly, please. Okay, there we go. We're all good. Ooh, those parachutes stopped him pretty fast. Would you look at that? Our second ever successful tourist contract. Child's play. We now have a staggering 50% survival rate. That is amazing. Okay, what do we do with all this cash? All this cold, hard cash. Hmm, not that. Did I take aerodynamics? I forgot. I know I did not. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, space station. We're going to put into orbit the first of its kind, long-term manned space station. That would be cool too. Let's see. Structural connectors, not the right one. This one, not the right one. Rockamax brand. Yeah, that's it. And then we're gonna put this one. We're gonna give it a couple solar panels. We're gonna have to supply it with more solar panels later. And this is gonna cost a lot, but it's gonna be worth it because it's gonna get us so much science. We're gonna have to install better solar panels later. And I'll put a docking port. What should we call this baby? Gonna put some scientists on board. Bob Kerman and Marbury, you're pretty good. Ron May, sorry. Everybody else, nah. You're an engineer. We don't need those up there. We don't have any more science equipment either, so we're gonna have to make some serious deliveries later. Kezeron, Kezeron tolerance 1. Yeah, sure. Antenna. I always forget the antenna. Not this time. Let's make it a relay too. Well, we're already spending so much money. This obviously is planned to stay in orbit for until it falls down, so you know, that's enough to put it in orbit. The fool. Oops. That's actually a good idea. I like that. What does Kesron tolerance even mean? I have latency set to normal latency on accident, by the way. So I'm a little bit I read your chat messages a little bit late. Or you hear my voice a little bit late. What does Kesron tolerance even mean? Maybe if I knew that, it would sound better probably. Yeah, that's pretty good. That'll put us in orbit. 39. This isn't even that expensive, to be honest. Lotus. I like Lotus too. I like the tarot card reference. I don't know what Kesron tolerance means though. It sounds really good. Like me with my father? What? Hmm. Yeah, I'll call it Lotus 1. And I'll put a fool in the description, is what I'll do. Let's see. I think that's pretty good. This obviously is going to be like a pretty darn ugly station, but it's a great start. Whoa! Not too far. I'll put it in an elliptical orbit with I'll put it in an elliptical orbit that dips into high space so that we can get more science. I did put docking ports. One docking port right here. It's the only docking port I currently have. No. Oh no! No 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 no! No no no! Stay up, stay up, stay up. Up 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 up. Up 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 up. Up. Okay. We're gonna have to do this very carefully. We can do it, but we're gonna have to do it very carefully. Maybe not even a gravity turn, since we have plenty of delta V up there anyway. We cannot lean too much, because then we'll spin out of control. I forgot to put EVA science equipment on there. That's okay. I'll just bring it up next. I'll just bring it up in the delivery with the new solar panel technology we have. We don't talk about that. We really have to do this carefully. And by careful, I mean 4 times time warp. Okay, we're gonna have to aim slightly upward to keep our apoapsis ahead of us. But we're good now. I want this to dip into high space as well, at least for now. We have 170 meters left to spare. Let's just do it. There we go. And now we have one fully functional space station in orbit. I should have done some other crew reports and stuff on the ground. Allow partial because we definitely don't have the electricity to do a full thing. Oh, I didn't put any batteries on. This is a very poorly designed space station. There we go. What if we start research? That actually doesn't do too badly. Let's do all of the experiments in high space now to get some more data. Reports. Goo. Conduct material study. And this. And this. EVA report. And then review stored data, put it in, and let's do an EVA report down here too. As long as we don't do anything else while spin it. Or do you mean the other, do you mean like laterally? It won't stay spinning because of ooh, no, spinning it is not helping the electricity. It won't stay spinning because of time warp. All right, I'll see you later, Straight Jacket. We have to have these solar panels facing the sun at all times or it won't do. Oh, it actually does make gravity though. It did make artificial gravity. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Unfortunately, the gravity is not exactly where you would expect down to be. Oh, it is making it on all sides, to be honest. You know, it's a little weird. But yeah, we're in space. Of course it's going to be a little weird. That's nice. Unfortunately, it is, like I said, it is not where you would expect down to be. However, that's okay. Rotate the other way. Oops. This way? I'll rotate it even faster. Yeah. There we go. It's actually stronger than Kerbin gravity. Ooh, check that out. Isn't that cool? Let me slow it down just a little bit. There's so much artificial gravity that the free IVA mod is actually is actually making it use jump controls instead of the jetpack, which is quite cool. And it's telling us that the upwards for the ladder is this way instead of up there. I love free IBA mod. It's really good. Ooh, yeah. That's nice. We'll just let those guys research while we head over to the Space Center and do some other mission. What time is it? I've been streaming for a solid 3 hours. It might be time for me to head out. We got a lot done today, that's for sure. Yep. I'm gonna call it here. Ugh, I'm pretty tired. And I will see you guys all later. Have a nice day.